really is, I'm a big believer in happiness because it's the foundation of a great life. I mean, what are we roaming the planet for if we don't want to have a great life? I don't get it. There's no other reason to be around. Have a great life, and to have those you care about have a great life too. That's the reason. And not only I think is important personally, because the ROI is undeniable from a personal perspective. The happier you are, you have less stress in your life, longer marriages, stronger marriages, better relationships, richer social interactions, less stress. Not a bad ROI. And it's taken a while for businesses to catch on. Happiness is good for business. And we run our businesses that way. And if each one of them is world class. So I know this works, and the ROI for businesses is undeniable too. I mean, I can tell, in fact, probably I was one of them years ago. We started talking about happiness in business. I would say, yeah, it's like pushing clouds around with sticks, right? Like lollipops, rainbows, and unicorns. There is a solid ROI to doing happiness in business. And the really smart companies, the really, really good ones, they get it and they do it, and they're number one in their field, like SAS Institute, Google, those kind of companies. But for me, I had this equation in my head. I said, you know, the secret to personal well-being is professional well-being. So I worked hard for it. I wanted the titles. I wanted the responsibility. I wanted the power. I said, boy, if I could just be a VP, oh, my life would be great. It would be perfect. Oh, what if I could be a CEO? Oh, it would be awesome. What if I could start my own company and be a CEO of that? Then it would be really cool. Make a lot of money, that's living. And I focused completely on the wrong things. None of those things had anything to do with being happy. Secret to great leadership is not in becoming more powerful, it's in becoming more human. Because it's feelings and it's emotions. Those are what drive loyalty, those are what drive innovation, those are what drive productivity. And that's what we plug into, leading from the heart. That's the key, because that's what the people crave. Now, the formula that I found was actually the opposite. The formula that I found was personal well-being drives professional well-being. When I got this is my personal experience, when I got my life right, when I sat down and figured it out and reprogrammed myself, kind of upgraded my operating system, if you will, I was a better leader, better innovator, better father, better brother, better son, better friend, better everything. There wasn't anything I wasn't better at. Nothing I wasn't better at. It impacted every part of my life. And that's what I focused on. Now, as business leaders, what I also learned from that is that I focused on me first before I could help those around me, before I could help people have great lives too. You know, it's like when you ride the airline, they say if we have an altitude loss, the oxygen will come down. Be sure to put yours on first before you can help anybody else. Same thing. Because as a leader, if your life's a mess, how are you going to lead me if you can't even lead you? Right? So that's where I believe you start. And so what I want to share with you, I want to give you the exact factors that you can apply immediately to your life to maximize the joy, contentment, and happiness in your life. And to put you in a position to face and move forward through any of life's adversities. And there are many. You will not avoid them. They will come to you. I found you can give your family your time, give them memories, give them tradition. Okay? Memories. Probably one of the strongest life forces we have, memories. It's kept prisoners of war alive. It's brought families close together when miles apart. It's helped heal the sick. It's sped recovery times. And in the end, memories are all you're going to have anyway. Because I got news for you. When you die, everything goes back in the box, including you, right? But it's what's up here that goes with you, not the stuff. Tradition, those are things you can give your family that live on long after you. And they'll remember that, just like your parents and grandparents have given you traditions. And time. Small things matter. I had a friend. He worked for a large consulting firm, okay, who was known to kind of chew up their employees. time-wise, right? And he was never home. And one weekend he had to be home because his wife's parents were sick and he had to watch his kids, small kids. In this case, it was his 6-year-old son. So he took his son to the park, and he's telling me, he goes, I took my son to the park. Probably count on one hand the number of times he's done that. He said, we rode around on the merry-go-round, we swung, went on the swings, we stayed in the grass, looked up at the clouds, tried to find shapes and try to see what their animals they were. He goes, then we went home, he helped me make dinner, we ate dinner, gave him a bath, put on his pajamas, tucked him to bed, read him a story. He goes, and as I was walking out the door, I was about to close the door, he goes, Dad? He goes, yes, son. He goes, this was the best day I had of my life. Not a good day, the best day of my life. He said, Gary, right then and there, I said, I'm not working for a place that doesn't respect me. And he got out, and now he's home. And here's what he found just in his driveway this Easter. He came home to this. His kids. Dear Daddy, we're so happy you aren't traveling this week. Can't wait for Easter. It's going to be so much fun. Give me a price tag on that. Tell me how much money you'd take to exchange that. Life is fun, and fun is good. I don't do anything anymore that's not fun. And if it's not fun, I try to make it fun. And if it's really not fun and I can't make it fun, then I've having so much fun before and after that I can get through this. We run our businesses on this. Fun is good. Life's too short to not have fun. Are you kidding me? That's how we run our baseball businesses. Fun is good. That's our baseball business plan. 3 words. Fun is good. We've sold every ticket to every game for the number of years. We're the top 10 service companies in North America. Everybody who started with us is still with us. And by the way, we do not pay them a lot. And we have fun. How can you not? There's one of our stadiums. This is St. Paul, Minnesota, St. Paul Saints. These are some of the guys, to give you an idea of what kind of mentality roams around the boardroom. That's them. That's me on the far left when I was much skinnier. Here are some of the famous promotions we've done. We're famous for our promotions. Some of them do require explanation, I understand. Nobody Night, Charleston, South Carolina. One of our concession-tainers. All of our concessionaires, their job is to entertain. And their job is to know everybody's name in the section they serve. And if they don't know your name, they will call you Bob. If you're a woman, they'll call you Roberta. As long as they're saying a name, we're happy with that. He came up to us and said, I got an idea. Why don't we go for the lowest attendance in the history of professional sports? Give me a minute on that. Think about that one. So we said, well, that would be kind of cool. So we looked up in the Guinness book and saw who already had it, and it was the Atlanta Hawks. That wasn't the Atlanta Hawks, I made that up. The team had 4. It was 4 attendees. I suspect it was the old Atlanta Hawks, but I'm not sure. So we go, well, that's pretty hard to beat. So we picked a night, and we didn't tell the fans. They showed up at the ballpark. We locked the doors. And we put games and rides and carnival-like atmosphere, music, of course, beer. 20 years old, 21 years old, Pablo passed away of leukemia at 21 after learning he'd had it at 20. But what Pablo did and said was pretty remarkable. The first thing I want to tell you is that he dedicated his life to expanding the number of bone marrow donors in Spain. He expanded it to 1,300% where there weren't really any. And he said something I thought was really amazing. He said, leukemia has given me more than it's taken. Isn't that amazing? Go back to what I talked about people being able to have synthesized happiness. And look at how he summarizes it. We need to love more. First of all, ourselves and then the world. You need to love yourself before you can love others. Smile more. Give more hugs, more peace. Let's be the best version of ourselves. Let's be thankful to life for giving us the precious luxury of waking up every day. And let's be more grateful. The final thought I want to leave you with is this. Entrepreneurs, I know the game. I know how you do it. do it myself, work hard. But sometimes it's easy to get sucked into that vortex. At least it was for me. I just want to make sure that you know two things. One, the best things in life are not things. Best things in life are unconditional love. Helping someone without ever expecting anything in return, changing people's lives. And I don't ever want you to forget why you do what you do. It's all about life worth. It's not about net worth. And to me, my best definition of success is applause at home. So, I will end on that.